everyone. Welcome back to AI Talk English. I'm Emma.
And I'm Alex. And guys, something amazing happened to me this weekend.
Ooh, what happened? You look so happy.
I went hiking in the mountains, and for the first time in years, I felt peaceful. Like, truly peaceful.
The beauty of nature, right?
Yes. But here's the thing, Emma. I wanted to post about it on Instagram, describe how I felt, and I had no idea how to express it in English.
Oh no, you couldn't find the right words?
I kept writing, "It was beautiful," over and over. Beautiful mountain, beautiful trees, beautiful sky. Boring.
That is boring. Nature deserves better words than just beautiful.
Right? My American friend posted about the same hike and used words like breathtaking, serene, majestic. I felt so limited.
Don't worry, that's exactly why today's topic is so important.
Really? We're going to learn how to talk about nature?
Yes, talking about nature in English, all the beautiful vocabulary you need to describe mountains, forests, oceans, sunsets, and more.
And guys, before we start, hit that like button and subscribe because this lesson will change how you see the world.
Yes, and ring that bell.
But wait, Emma, is it true that English has one word that describes every nature scene perfectly? Like a universal nature word?
There is a word that nature lovers use constantly, and we'll reveal it at the end of this video.
Tell me now.
Nope. Everyone has to watch till the end to discover this magical word.
Fine. But guys, stay tuned because this word will level up all your nature descriptions.
So, whether you love hiking, gardening, taking nature photos, or just enjoying the outdoors,
this video will give you the perfect words to express what you see and feel.
let's explore nature in English.
Let's go.
Okay, Alex, let's start with basic nature vocabulary. What do you see when you're in nature?
Trees, sky, grass, the usual stuff.
The usual stuff, Alex? Nature is so much more than that.
Hey, I'm not a poet. I just see green things and blue things.
Green things and blue things? Okay, let's fix this. Let's start with landscapes.
Landscapes, like the whole view.
Exactly. You can say mountain, valley, forest, meadow, cliff, canyon.
Oh, so instead of I went to the mountain place, I say I hiked through the valley.
Yes, or I explored the forest, or I stood on the cliff edge.
That already sounds better. What about water stuff?
Water stuff? You mean bodies of water, like lake, river, stream, waterfall, ocean, pond.
Wow, I only knew lake and river. What's the difference between river and stream?
A stream is smaller, like a baby river.
A baby river, that's cute. So a stream is like river's little brother.
Exactly. And don't forget waterfall. That's when water falls dramatically over rocks. Okay, Alex, let's start with basic nature vocabulary. What do you see when you're in nature?
Trees, sky, grass, the usual stuff.
The usual stuff, Alex? Nature is so much more than that.
Hey, I'm not a poet. I just see green things and blue things.
Green things and blue things. Okay, let's fix this. Let's start with landscapes.
Landscapes, like the whole view?
Exactly. You can say mountain, valley, forest, meadow, cliff, canyon.
Ooh, so instead of I went to the mountain place, I say I hiked through the valley.
Yes, or I explored the forest, or I stood on the cliff edge. That already sounds better. What about water stuff?
Water stuff? You mean bodies of water, like lake, river, stream, waterfall, ocean, pond.
Wow, I only knew lake and river. What's the difference between river and stream?
The stream is smaller, like a baby river.
A baby river? That's cute. So a stream is like river's little brother?
Exactly. And don't forget waterfall. That's when water falls dramatically over rocks.
Now let's talk about the sky. How do you describe a beautiful sky?
The sky is blue? That's what I usually say.
So boring. Listen to these words. Clear, cloudy, overcast, partly cloudy, hazy.
Wait, what's overcast? Sounds like weather report.
Overcast means completely cloudy, no sun at all, like when it's gray and gloomy.
Oh, so on a sad gray day, I say, it's overcast today.
Perfect. And hazy means there's a light fog or mist in the air.
The mountain looks hazy in the distance. Am I using it right?
Yes, now you sound poetic. What about describing clouds?
Fluffy? Like cotton candy?
Actually, yes. Fluffy clouds is totally correct. You can also say wispy clouds for thin, delicate ones.
Wispy. I like that word. It sounds soft.
And at sunset, you can say the sky is painted with orange and pink hues.
Painted with hues? That's beautiful. I'm definitely using that.
See, you're becoming a nature poet already.
Next time someone asks about the weather, I'll say the sky is adorned with wispy clouds. They'll think I'm so fancy.
All right, let's talk about trees and plants.
Trees are green? With leaves?
Alex, come on. Trees have so much vocabulary.
Like what? They all look the same to me.
No, you have evergreen trees that stay green all year and deciduous trees that lose leaves in fall.
Deciduous? That sounds like a disease.
No, it just means the leaves fall off, like maple trees, oak trees.
Oh, so in autumn, deciduous trees turn red and orange and drop their leaves.
Yes, and you can describe trees as tall and slender or thick and sturdy.
Can I say that tree is thick, with 2 C's?
Alex, this is nature vocabulary, not slang.
What? Trees can be thick too? Look at those strong trunks.
Okay, you can say thick trunk or wide trunk. Happy?
Fine. What about flowers? How do I describe flowers?
Flowers can be vibrant, delicate, fragrant, colorful, wilted.
The vibrant red roses smell so fragrant. Like that?
Perfect. You're learning fast. Now, here's something people forget. The sounds of nature.
Sounds? Like bird sounds?
Yes, birds chirp, tweet, sing, or squawk.
Squawk? That sounds funny. Squawk, squawk.
Yes, that's the sound big birds like parrots make.
What about other animals? Like, do all animals roar?
No, different animals make different sounds. Wolves howl, frogs croak, crickets chirp.
Howl! Croak, croak, chirp, chirp. I sound like a zoo.
You do, but these words are important. What about water sounds?
Water goes splash?
Sure, but you can also say water trickles gently, gushes powerfully, or babbles over rocks.
Babbles? Like babies babbling?
Exactly. A babbling brook means a small stream making soft, continuous sounds.
I sat by the babbling brook and listened to the chirping birds. Wow, I sound like a nature documentary.
You really do. And wind can whisper, howl, or rustle through leaves.
The wind whispered through the trees. I'm becoming Shakespeare.
Almost. Keep going. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite, sunsets and sunrises.
Yes! I love taking sunset photos, but I can never caption them well.
Okay, first, never just say beautiful sunset again.
That's literally all my Instagram captions.
I know. Instead, try breathtaking sunset, stunning sunset, glorious sunset.
Just witnessed a breathtaking sunset. That's better.
You can also describe the colors. The sky was ablaze with orange and pink.
A blaze? Like fire?
Yes, it means the sky looks like it's on fire with colors.
That's so dramatic. I love it. What else?
You can say the sun dipped below the horizon or the sun melted into the ocean.
Melted into the ocean? That's poetry.
And for sunrise, say the sun peaked over the mountains or dawn broke over the valley.
Dawn broke? Did someone break the dawn? Should we call the police?
Alex, it just means the sun came up and the day started.
I know. I'm just having fun. But seriously, these phrases are beautiful.
They are, and they'll make your Instagram captions 1,000 times better.
Let's talk about seasons and how to describe them.
Spring, summer, fall, winter. Done.
That's just naming them. How do you describe each season?
Spring is warm. Summer is hot.
Alex, we need to work on this. Spring is fresh, blooming, vibrant, renewal.
Oh, because flowers bloom and everything comes alive.
Exactly. You can say spring brings new life or the meadow is blooming with wildflowers.
I love the fresh, vibrant energy of spring. Better?
Much better. Now, summer is warm, sunny, bright, lazy.
Lazy summer days. I like that. Just relaxing by the beach.
Continuing, fall or autumn is crisp, golden, cozy, harvest time.
The crisp autumn air and golden leaves. I'm good at this.
You are. And winter is cold, frosty, snowy, harsh, or magical.
Magical? How is freezing cold magical?
Because of the snow. You can say the world was blanketed in snow or the trees were frosted with ice.
Blanketed in snow. That's such a cozy image, even though it's cold.
Exactly. Words can make even cold weather sound beautiful. Now, this is crucial, how to express your feelings about nature.
Yes, because that's what I struggled with on my mountain trip.
Okay, so nature can make you feel peaceful, calm, relaxed, refreshed, invigorated.
Invigorated? What's that?
It means full of energy, like nature gave you power.
Oh, like when I hiked and felt so energized afterward. I felt invigorated.
Exactly. You can also feel awestruck, humbled, inspired, connected.
Awestruck? That's what I felt when I saw the mountain peak. Like, wow.
Perfect. And you can say, nature fills me with peace, or I feel so small in nature's presence.
I feel so small. Yeah, that's exactly it. Like the mountain is huge and I'm tiny.
That's being humbled by nature. It's a beautiful feeling.
It is, and now I can express it in English.
You can also say nature is therapeutic, healing, rejuvenating.
Yes, being in nature is like therapy, free therapy.
Exactly. A walk in the forest is therapeutic for the soul.
I'm going to use all these words. My Instagram will be so poetic now.
Your followers won't recognize you. All right, Alex, are you ready for the magical word?
Yes, finally. What's the word that describes everything?
This word is used by nature lovers, photographers, and writers everywhere.
Emma, tell me.
The word is scenic.
Scenic? That's it? Just scenic?
Yes, but it's powerful. Scenic means visually beautiful, picturesque, worthy of a photograph.
Oh, so I can say, we took the scenic route, or what a scenic view.
Yes! And here's the magic. It works for everything. Scenic mountain, scenic beach, scenic drive, scenic trail.
That is magical. One word for all beautiful nature.
And you can say, this place is so scenic, and everyone knows exactly what you mean.
Practicing. Just discovered the most scenic hiking spot. Perfect Instagram caption.
See? One simple word, endless uses.
I love it. Scenic is my new favorite word.
And now you know the secret.
Guys, use a scenic in your next nature post and watch the likes roll in.
Alex, it's not just about likes.
But the likes help.
You're terrible. All right, Alex, how do you feel about describing nature now?
So much better. I have actual words now, not just beautiful over and over.
That's amazing. Let's recap what we learned today.
We learned landscapes like valley, cliff, meadow, bodies of water like stream and waterfall.
Sky descriptions, overcast, hazy, painted with hues. Tree vocabulary, evergreen, deciduous.
Sounds of nature, chirping birds, babbling brooks, whispering wind.
Sunset and sunrise poetry, ablaze with colors, melted into the ocean.
Plus, seasonal words, vibrant spring, crisp autumn, blanketed in snow.
And how to express feelings, peaceful, awestruck, invigorated, humbled.
Plus the magical word, scenic, works for everything.
So everyone, next time you're in nature, use these beautiful words.
Make your Instagram captions poetic. Describe the world around you.
If this video helped you, please like and subscribe.
And comment below, what's your favorite nature word? Share with us.
Thank you so much for learning with us today.
Now go outside and find some scenic views.
Yes, get off your phone and enjoy nature.
But come back and watch more of our videos later.
Alex, together. Bye, everyone.